Hello, my brothers and sisters. My name is Zebedi Ejikekorie. My program today is Why Must I Vote Goodluck Jonathan? Actually, I'm not opportune to vote for our president because I thought that they will give us the opportunity, we living abroad, to be able to make some changes in Nigeria by showing, or by the government showing the people that we value every Nigeria, wherever you are, wherever you live. Let me come back again to my topic. Why must I vote for Goodluck Jonathan? The question we have to ask ourselves is this. What have Jonathan done for Nigeria since he has been in that office? And what image is he projecting outside Nigeria? And how is Nigeria today since Jonathan has become the Nigerian president? Those questions and more is something we have to ask ourselves before going to election. I'm not supporting anybody, but I'm against something. I'm really against Buhari. Why? You have ruled Nigeria before. You have been in power before. The way America normally says, they say that if at all it's possible for them, they could have allowed Clinton to rule America again. But that's not the wisest idea to follow. That's why they keep on electing new brain, new people to learn from them, and for those people to bring a great change to the country. Nigeria is my lovely nation. I so much love that country that I don't know what to say. If I have the opportunity, I would love to be able to be near the government, to be able to advise. I don't want to rule anybody, but I would like to advise the government a little on things to be done in Nigeria. Buhari doesn't have a good idea, a good dream. Let me put it this way: he doesn't have a good dream for Nigeria, and Nigeria is always against establishment. You know, when something is being established, it needs to be cement and sealed that nothing will tamper on that thing again. Goodluck Jonathan have been improving Nigerian image outside that continent. And he's doing a lot of things that Nigerians need to understand, that when something is being done, there are forces who doesn't like that thing to be done in that way. And there are those who earn their living from poverty, for making people to be wretched, so that nobody will be able to stand up to challenge their ideology. I have one question for Nigerian youths, not old men, for Nigerian youths, because I believe the youths have the fresh brain, the fresh idea, the fresh memory to be able to challenge their parents. Enough is enough of going up, falling down, going up, falling down again. What will Buhari offer Nigeria today? Men looking at Buhari, I don't know his qualifications, because in other side, I would say that qualifications matters, but not others. But men looking at him, the way he talks, you will be able to see into his memory that he has no good, no better, no civilized ideology in him that he will project for Nigeria to follow. Nigeria is so great that we should put religion aside and face reality because of our future. If you may ask yourself, what was your dream when you were small, when you are still in school? You are dreaming that if I grew up, I will try to make changes on this thing that made my father, my parents, my people, my family to remain in poverty. How are you going to put that changes in Nigeria? You are now in position to put a great change in that country. How do you do that? You are still standing up as an advanced young guy, standing behind Buhari, seeing blindness and leading your people, deceiving them because you know how to twist your tongue to push them to a hole that your children will never see light tomorrow. Goodluck Jonathan is there dreaming for good. Nigeria is so much corrupt that whatever Jonathan is doing today, it will be very hard for every common man on the street to notice that there is change in that country. But me living abroad, I'm seeing changes in Nigeria. I'm seeing changes coming to Nigeria. I'm seeing Nigeria winning the trust and the spirit of investors for them to come back to Nigeria. Why do we want to destroy all these things that Jonathan have been trying to correct for many years? We keep on saying every time, I would like a government like Jerry Lawrence from Ghana to be able to assassinate all old politicians. It's not wise. You can never achieve success in any nation by destroying the old ideas that help build the nation. Yes, they grow old and they lost a little memory. They start thinking like baby. It's your duty as a graduate, move into Nigerian politics, dream wise, travel abroad, meet people, make friends, use whatever tools that Nigeria has abroad to repair Nigeria back to normal. I'm living in abroad for a very long time. I have been integrated into German system. I normally tell our people that in German is like university. Every blessed day you must learn a new thing. Every blessed day, as a human who has interest in development, in good things, you will learn a new thing every blessed day. Nigeria, are you learning anything? Are you trying to tell me that you, as a human being that studied in Nigerian university, even abroad, will come out? Look, those criminals that hijacked PDP before that PDP was created and destroy PDP with their personal interest. Now the party is coming back to normal, and what did they do? All of them ran back to APC and be collided by Obasanjo because his dream, if you watch his interview, he said, hey, when he was leading the PDP, whatever, I don't know the position he was holding before in PDP as the ex-Nigerian president. He said, I wrote a letter to the Mr. President, Goodluck Jonathan, filing in a letter to resign from my position, thinking he would reject it for me to continue. For my greatest surprise, he accepted my resignation. Who is fooling who? He's trying to use the letter to test the mind of the president if he's still loyal to his government. Oh, my people, I don't like what is going on in Nigeria. Stop following Buhari. Buhari will never bring any technology to Nigeria. Buhari will never bring anything good development into Nigeria. Buhari have only one dream. Those people, the same people that keep on sponsoring everything about religion all over the world, that came into Nigeria and established Islamic Bank, through those systems are being sponsored. They are sponsoring Buhari and APC to see that they unseat the Christian government. But we, the young people today that are living in abroad, it's our duty to just free video from Google Hangout. Tell your people your mind. Try to explain to them that these people doesn't have any good dream for Nigeria. We are too we are too big, sorry please, to be drawn around because of religion. Look at Turkey. Turkey is a Muslim world. But when you go to Turkey, you will be surprised. You will ask yourself, where am I? Am I in Europe? In Western world? No, they have a different ideology in terms of religion. And for you to become a great nation, you have to think like a great people. Let's keep tribalism aside. Our great grandfather, our fathers have been playing on tribalism and nothing good came out of it. And let us stop fighting that we should divide Nigeria. Nigeria is no longer to be divided again. Together we are strong. Divided we will fall. It's true that most of the Nigerian people or the Igbos normally says that Biafra got to go. Where are we going to? Are you going to create a state inside Nigeria, or are you going to create a country inside Nigeria? The strength that you are wasting to liberate or to divide Nigeria, if you implement that strength in Nigerian development, things will be changed. I'm not against anybody. You are free to say whatever you want, but stop using the knowledge that God gave to you to siphon those that doesn't have great memories to be able to float in the same frequency you are floating. Stop promising people something that you know that will never work. Yes, the Western world, the British brought us together to be one country. And they know that we have different religions. And they know we have different languages. And they know the difficulties that is in that group that they're trying to create and call them Nigeria. It is our duty as a human to drop the ideology of a colonial master, to start working together as a nation. Stop listening to those people that will tell you, don't visit your brother, don't visit your uncle, he will kill you, he's an evil man. Go there, he will not kill you. There is something that your father, your people doesn't want to reveal to you. Maybe they have one thing or the other in common, but they will not tell you the truth. That same thing is what is happening in Nigerian politics today. Those old cargoes they went one side and form a group. And if you watch in Nigeria today, whatever Nigerians are doing, this same system is still established in that place to counter a good ideology, to counter a good dream of a nation. But if you will believe me, support Goodluck Jonathan, back him up. Youth, every family may have 3 or 4 families, young boys or girls. Your father and your mother is only 2 with old ideology, and you people are 3. And I believe if your father votes for APC, you go for PDP. Go for PDP because you need to tell them, Papa, I'm no longer a baby. Mom, I have the right to express my own ideology. I have an understanding. Stop allowing them to put you into a cup and cover you and seal your human right as a human to be able to express your feeling. Stop them not because you are more educated. You are now in position to teach them because they are growing old and their memories are reducing. Your own is still increasing. It's time to tell your dad, Dad, that's not the normal way to follow. I'm your child. I'm facing problem today. Our school keep on striking every day. Things keep on getting worse. Teachers doesn't get paid. Why? Because of the ideology you are bringing. If investors come into Nigeria today, invest on something, sign an agreement with Jonathan, and he lose election tomorrow, the new government will come in and abolish everything and start afresh again. How long are we going to face on that type of game? Allow Jonathan to go back in that place and seal every deal that he has with our investors. Nigeria is a great market. Everybody knows that Nigeria is the next China that is coming out. Nigeria is the next China that when we stand on the right course, do you think that China is investing in Nigeria just because, as the propaganda normally goes, they want to colonize Nigeria financially? No. They know that if China has Russia as a great nation and Nigeria backing China as the greatest nation in Africa, who else is going to push China around? Nobody. Nobody, my brother. So for these things, for this dream to come true, we need President Goodluck Jonathan to go back to that seat. And this, as Jonathan is sweating today, as Jonathan is suffering, running up and down, trying to convince you, trying to tell you the truth in everything, and they are being projected a lot of things against him, is to show you he wants to do free and fair election in Nigeria. It's not like Obasanjo. I was in Nigeria when Obasanjo became Nigerian president. When he came out of prison, that IBB came to him and they have a closed door meeting. From that day, I know that Obasanjo is going to rule Nigeria. Obasanjo has nothing. During Obasanjo regime, let me tell you, my people, I'm telling you the facts. Nigeria gave South Africa the contract to print our voting cards. To print, Nigeria gave South Africa the contract during Obasanjo regime. That card is still in South Africa till today, and Obasanjo was ruling Nigeria. How come about that, my people? Nigeria paid for all those things. Obasanjo is not for good in Nigeria. Obasanjo came to power and opened fire on his citizens, crept a village. Yaradua, his dream is like the dream of President Bush, to accomplish what the father did not accomplish, only for him to come back because of personal grudges that he has before, to punish those that remove him from power. That is not our dream today. If you have any personal issue with somebody, go to international court and clear those things out with him. Don't use Nigerian future to play around, young man. Enough is enough. We are sick and tired of all this rubbish. We need a great change, and that change is Jonathan. And President Jonathan, I have some words for you. You have been a great man. You are the only president that came to Germany that asked your ambassador, where are my people? German told me almost 6 million Nigerians are living in Germany. Where are they? I am here. Don't they know that I'm coming to Germany? Only because the ambassador then keep the Nigerian citizens, give them a wrong address where to go, and pick the people he feel that are the people that are good and took them to see the president. Until the president asked them, where are my people? He now starts running about looking for Nigerians to come where president is, and there's not him. That will show a great leader who value his citizens. President, we love you. We are all over the world. We know what you are doing. I myself, I normally say that Nigeria is too corrupt to the extent it looks like a cloth of a mechanic, man, that needs years and different types of chemical to wash that cloth to be able to look neat again. President, you have to look to Israel. Netanyahu knows that he's a very big threat to taste people who think that he shouldn't come back again because of one thing or the other. I don't know, but he worked hard. He used what he had to get what he wants. He could be able to source, to be able to track finance that are coming into his country to sponsor political party that will be able to push him out of power. If you know your enemy, if you know their source, if you know where they are coming from, you will be able to jump and pass. If you don't use what you have to get what you want, Mr. President, it will be difficult. Even though if you win this election tomorrow. There are a lot of technologies moving around. Try to abide, try to work. A lot of Nigerians are studying abroad, well qualified, working abroad. Create agencies in Nigeria. Agencies is what is making America great today. Create agencies that will look after everything. Use those that you have abroad. Try to use something to bring them back. Russia is facing sanctions today, and they are calling on their people who are billionaires to be able to bring their finance home to support the government to stand. That's how a great leader does. Don't stick to one advisor. Throw your corn all over. Make Nigeria great. And for you to make Nigeria great, you need everybody on board. Do you have a channel of your own? Everything is media. Everything that projects the goodness of the president is media. President, you don't talk to your people. There are free ways to talk to your people. If you don't talk to me, Mr. President, if you don't tell me what you are trying to do, if you don't tell me the dream that you have for Nigerians, if you don't tell me where you want to take Nigeria to, somebody else may come to me claiming that he was in a meeting with you yesterday, that you don't even have a dream for us. He may be able to win me out of you if you don't talk to us. Look at the great leaders all over the world, what they do. Look at Mr. President Obama. Look at Putin. Look at Angela Merkel. They are the great leaders of the world. They keep on talking to their people. They keep on explaining to their people what their dreams are. They keep on explaining to their people where they are going, so that when somebody tries to twist my brain tomorrow, I will say, but Mr. President said yesterday, okay, let's give him a chance, what he just said. If he didn't do it, or if he didn't accomplish, then I will be able to open a door for you to be able to tell me your own side of story. If you don't talk to your people, I'm sorry, they will keep on misunderstanding you, Mr. President. If you are using people to talk on your behalf, Mr. President, they will think that they are being paid to twist their brain. Look at President Putin. Foreign powers will project bad image about him, but he normally have annual discussion, open debate, open question. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. I will answer you that question. And after those things, you will see that he will win the mind of his people back, because he has explained. Students have asked questions. Foreigners have asked questions and get a reasonable answer. Mr. President, please use this opportunity to talk to us. Create room for we living abroad to be able to help Nigerians. Not telling us come back and I will land in Oshodi, I will land in Lagos. There are no ways for me to be able to know the way I will be able to help Nigeria inside Nigeria. You have to create agencies. If you create it, you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, throw it as an open floor. We will give ideas on how to work on that. Millions of Nigerians are living in US. Millions of Nigerians are living in Germany. Millions of Nigerians are in EU, are in Russia, in China, in great nations. Saw them learning every day how to move a nation forward. You don't use them. Try to use what you have, Mr. President. I am not Mr. Perfect. I am nobody to advise you. But no brain is empty, Mr. President. Every brain counts. If America want to do anything in Nigeria today, they don't send those from US. ambassadors is there, and they will use their citizens that are living in Nigeria and get what they want is out of Nigeria, whether you like it or not. That's how it works. But you will need something from Europe, and you will be sending those people who have never lived with Europeans to come and negotiate with Europeans. Which brain do you think that they will use out of Africa to be able to win a debate against a Western nation? You have to use what you have abroad to get what you want outside Nigeria. Every brain is working. Even though the idea is foolish, when you start filtering that idea, you will get one or two things out of it, Mr. President. You are the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a great nation, more than 100 and something million. We call 100 and something million. Do you count? Did any census count on me? No. We are more than 2 million people, Mr. President. If you don't know it today. Nigeria is a great nation, and it's time, Mr. President, for us to be able to work like a great nation. Everything is not money. Everything is not money. Try to be open, liberate, divide jobs so that it will be easier for us to move forward. You people normally use electricity to make campaigns, use whatever to make campaigns for many years. There are a lot of technologies that our people who are studying in abroad may brought into Nigeria that will help Nigeria to alleviate. You are working very hard, Mr. President. You are not sleeping. You are a very great man that Nigeria have ever come across to. You are a professor in university. You know what it means to use what you have to get what you want, Mr. President. I'm here today making a video on your behalf because I love you, because I value you, because I just, you haven't done anything, you don't even know if I'm existing. But I'm here today talking on your behalf because of the love I have for my people. My daughter loves Nigeria. She differentiates herself from Germans. She said that she's been Afrikaner. I'm an African, you know. And I will love if she come to Nigeria, she will go to school and tell the teachers, was ihr hat uns erzählt über Afrika, stimmt überhaupt nicht. That means what you people are teaching us or telling us about Africa is not true. Weil ich war schon da und ich habe etwas anders gesehen, als was ihr uns gezeigt habt. Because the Germans are showing the children that we are living under the tree. Their press come to Africa, pay people like me and you to be able to take them to the darkest part of Africa, to make coverage and be able to project it in Western world, to prevent their people not to come to Africa. It would be great. It would be great if Nigeria will use everything around you to be able to make yourself more greater. There is nothing stronger than consuming. When I use the word consuming, if you look at United States today, do you know why the world is relying on US today? Because whatever you produce, US consume those things. That makes everybody to rely on United States. And Nigeria is the next country that consumes after United States. Everything that is being used in Nigeria, 95% of them is being imported. A Japanese man was making, saying something in television. He said, if Nigeria block, we've won today in Nigeria. Our company in Japan will fold. There are how many countries around the world? But he said, if your government said today, um, we don't like we've won, maybe it's doing harm to our citizens, that their company will fold. That is what makes every country to be afraid of United States, because when you don't follow the way of US foreign policy, they will tell you that your goods that you sell in their country is harming their people. That means you will be forced to follow them. Build road that will connect most of African countries within you. Start consuming what they are producing. Make them to be dependents of Nigeria. Make them to rely on Nigeria. Make them to be like in Georgia, when America was sponsoring Georgia government to claim South Ossetia back to Georgia. There was a farmer, they were interviewed, he produced wine. He said that before the war started, that they received $200,000, every farmer, to be able to support, because they said their goods mostly in Russia. And this man says, okay, now there is war with Georgia and Russia, and my $200,000 have been invested in this thing. I don't have any other money any longer. I have stocks full with wine, and my goods are not being sold in Europe or the United States. You can't go to any supermarket in Europe or US and see Georgia wine in that store. But if you go to any shop in Russia, you will find my wine made by me in Russia. That means they are the only hope I have. If you will be able to tap this knowledge from these people and implement those things in Nigeria, build a very standard road to Cotonou, up to Ghana, to all those places, build a standard road, make peace with Cameroon, connect a road to Cameroon, to their farming sectors, they will come to Nigeria and sell their goods. Some of them maybe even come to Nigeria and start producing it in Nigeria, because maybe transportation will be too expensive for them. Create a room for them to be able to be dependent in Nigeria. We should not depend on any African. They should depend on us to find something to eat. Open your sea, your borders for your people. They are the largest importer in Africa. Let them keep on importing. And those African countries will be tapping from Nigeria to their own places. Make it cheaper for things to pass through Nigeria than to pass through other African countries. You keep on blocking things while we doesn't produce. It's true that we are producing a car, but we keep on making mistakes in Nigeria. Like Nigeria depending on Dangote to feed the more than 2 million citizens of Nigeria. It's not wise. If you want your people to love you the more, through an open market, let everybody come in and compete. If you win, you continue. Stop using political power to block people who have a very good dream about Nigeria. If goods are enough in Nigeria, they will be cheap. And poor people will be able to feed and be able to live to see tomorrow and think for a betterment of Nigeria. Stop thinking to run to Europe that have been already established. Europe is established. EU established themselves to be able to elevate the whole Europe out of poverty. And you want to carry your own goods to run into them that have been established. Try to establish yours in Africa. If Nigeria is a great nation, Africa is a great continent. And when you create roads, I said road, joint venture, Cameroon, Nigeria create a road, Nigeria join Cameroon and Gabon create a road, and join other countries. Keep on joining them, investing in their roads. And not only build road and leave it. Every road needs maintenance. And how do you maintain it? In German, there is something they call Maut. This Maut is a technology that is being fed in every express. Every trailer that is carrying goods must pay. You may not buy these technologies. You may create stickers and create agencies that will work with Cameroon agencies to be able to take care of express from Cameroon to Nigeria, so that the express will generate money for maintenance. You don't need to put hand into the taxpayers' money to be able to maintain something. That road got to generate it out. If you don't know how to do it, call people like us that are abroad. We will bring that idea to you. We will tender those things on your table, how it works, and it will work. When you do those things indirectly, if I move from Germany, for example, if I move from Germany today, I will be able to travel from Germany to any part of Europe by road. By road. I don't need to fly. Any part of Europe, even up to Russia, I will travel it by road. That is to show you a very strong economic network. We need it in Africa. We keep on saying that our people, if Nigeria has a connection to Zimbabwe, for example, do you know that the sanction being placed on Zimbabwe people will not be able to harm them so much that everybody is sick and tired of those things? You will be able to be of help to your people. And when Nigeria is being developed and well established in Africa, you will see that those your people that are being killed all over the world will start coming back home. No place like home, my brother. They try to make it conducive to everybody. I know that it's not easy. Even we here in Germany, if any Nigerian, if your passport is about to expire, you will catch fever. Is that normal? It's not normal. Germany is too big. Somebody would travel from Bayern Munich to Berlin, where Nigerian embassy is, but due to he made a mistake, nobody will treat his problem. He got to travel these hundreds of kilometers back to Bayern to correct that mistake and waste those money that he didn't even see, that is not even easy to earn, and move back to Berlin to fulfill his dream. A great nation doesn't work that way, Mr. President. Call on your ministers to create consulates. Nigeria is a great nation. Nigeria is more greater than what we think. I know that it's not easy. It requires finance. But if people will be able to pay up to 200 to 300 euros for transportation only to travel to Berlin, I think that if Nigeria create consulates all over Germany, or you choose it region by region, like in North Rhine-Westphalia, we have one consulate. In Niedersachsen, one. In other side of region, one. Because of that, you will put what German called Gebühr. You will put charges to be able to serve Nigerians. If you want to generate funds to maintain the embassy, maybe you may say that the revenue that are being created is too expensive for Nigeria. I understand you. But those money they spend to go to Berlin, let them use it and pay in embassy and get their matters done. And get their matters. Mr. President, I have been to Sudan embassy, I have been to Cameroon embassy, I have been to other petty African countries embassies. When you enter into their embassy, it's as if you are in German embassy. Sorry to say this. What does it take? It takes only server. Nigeria has one server, Nigeria immigration server. If I have internet, I will be able to go to www.nigerianserver.com, nigerianimmigrationserver.com. As an immigration officer working in a consulate, and everything that I need is there. I will log in as the passport processing officer. People will come to me, apply for their passport, put their fingerprint, and the database is in Berlin. Everything they need, Berlin will see it and get every document authentic from the consulates. Berlin may not be doing passport again. Their office will turn to processing department that will be able to process every Nigerian problem. Any other thing you need, go to consulate, do it there, and Central Berlin will be able to process everything and use diplomatic means and bring it to the consulates. We are living in Europe. Everything is working perfectly. Why are we keep on suffering ourselves? I went to Nigerian embassy last time, where our people normally apply for their passport are being moved to Keller. Do you know what they call Keller? Souterrain in French. Underground, where Germans are made to pack goods, to pack. If you want to throw something, maybe the government tell you, okay, you got to throw it next month on 15th. You have to take it to that place and keep it till that day come. Then you take it outside. That is where Nigerians are processing their passport now. Every Nigeria parked there. Children were crying. No breathe, no breeze, nothing, no organization. Even the man that was processing the passport, very rude and looking for somebody to have problem with. You don't know who is there. Why am I there? I'm there to process my passport, not for you to insult me because I came to Nigerian embassy. Oh my God. I even regretted why I left my telephone where they said that we should keep it. I could have filmed every damn shit and show it to the public. Nigeria, we are more than that. I can work for you, don't pay. I can work for Nigeria as a consulate worker. Don't pay me. I will be working with Germans where I will earn my, but I want my country to be more advanced. I said, don't pay me. I only want Nigeria to project a very good image outside. Where the Germans, where the white people are applying for their passport is more perfect, more natural than that. Do you know whom are you ruling? Let me ask this question, Mr. President. Which people are you ruling? Those people that you put in Keller? Those people that your ambassador doesn't even want to create an office out to be able to treat them like humans, when white people are treating us like animals, even though our people keep on treating their people like animals too. Stop thinking like a colonial master. Start loving your people. Oh my God. Children, we are crying due to there is too hot. Too many people in a congestive place. Maybe if you are coming there, they will change the position and show you a different image. If you go back, they go back to normal. That's why you have to use what you have to control things so that they don't know who is the controller. Mr. President, what do I have to say again? I love you. I love Nigeria to the extent that I will even work for Nigeria for free, even only to make things work accordingly, only to make things move the way it's supposed to move. Stop treating your people like animals. I know that you face a very great problem in Nigeria. Boko Haram is disturbing. Europeans, or let me call it the Germans, are adopting a new law that since Boko Haram has swear to follow what they call these people, ISS, or whatever they call themselves, whoever that is traveling to Nigeria now got to be controlled several times. Don't tell me that you don't know about it, Mr. President. Don't tell me that your advisors doesn't tell you what is going on in abroad. We are Christians. My name is Zebedee. Zebedee is from Bible, old book of Bible. There is no way Zebedee will be something else they may claim. Because whenever a white man starts changing your name to something else, my brother, they are starting to clear you from the ground. Any idea they bring is your duty. It's the duty for the agencies you create that will stand up and counter. If you do this thing to my people, I will find another room and do it to your people in my place. They gave Russia sanction. Russia blocked full stock and Europe are stuck only because of that. Use what you have to get what you want. Don't allow them to push you around. Don't be a president that they push around. Try to stand on your word and try to stand on. If you say it, it must stand that way. And I have another thing to make. I'm ashamed of something, Mr. President. Please put your wife under control. How many times have you seen Obama wife doing things that is not normal to do? She's the first lady. She's only the wife of the president. I didn't say that she shouldn't come out. She should come out, but try to maintain things, please. I'm living in Germany. Angela Merkel, the strongest woman in Europe. How many times have you seen the husband jumping around, jumping into words, jumping into things, talking? Why do you have political parties? Please, Auntie, I'm not against you, but I see that our nation is a very great nation, that things have to be done amicably. Things have to be done the way it's supposed to be done. Nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect on this planet. If there is no mistake, there will be no correction. Mistakes are being made for us to be able to learn from it and not to do it again. May God bless our great nation, Nigeria. May God bless our people. Please, my people, come out and join Goodluck Jonathan to the next level. If at all I have every opportunity to vote, I will vote. If I have opportunity to talk or to speak to our people in public, wherever, I will do it. To be able to see or to be able to make our people to understand that there is a lot to gain when you push somebody who is already in the system forward. Please. Yaradua is good. Our country is, everything is open. Everybody can contest. But it less for us, the citizens of the nation, to know what we want. Ask yourself, what do I want as a human on this planet, in this country? What would I like to see in the next 5 years in Nigeria? Would that thing be fulfilled if Jonathan moved? Will the great thing happen when Yaradua comes to power? When Obama came out as president, they were saying, if I got elected, I mean, those challenging him, I will reduce um, jobless people to 10% in the next 2016. But President Obama did it to 5 something percent in 2015. That to show you he is there, Mr. Goodluck Jonathan. He knows where the shoe is pinning Nigeria. If this man came, it would take him 8 years to be able to figure out what Jonathan knows today. And by that time, there will be no room for him again to put changes in Nigeria. We will keep on remaining in such a situation, and get everybody will run out of Nigeria. We living abroad want to come back to Nigeria, but coming back to Nigeria, our people normally says in Igbo, "Eguna na ataji, so we're gonna ataji." If I come to Nigeria and mix up with those people there, they will be the idea will overcome me, and I will lose the great memory that I have today that I want to project into Nigeria. But if I'm coming and know if I'm coming, look at where I'm going to be able to help Nigeria to grow, it will be useful. So let's use every strength we have, every means that you have to be able to talk to your people, talk sense into them. Talk sense into them. Let's support Goodluck Jonathan to become the next president of Nigeria. Let's give him the chance to be able to seal everything that he have started. Those people who used to eat from rubbish, when you started cleaning the gutter, they will put every allegation on you, the reason why you are cleaning that gutter. But there is no other reason but to clear malaria, to kill every germs that come out from that gutter to harm people. And those that are importing drugs, that know as far as this gutter remain dirty, my business will be booming, will stand up to counter it when he started cleaning the gutter to keep it clean. Please don't allow anybody to convince you because of his personal interest in Nigeria. Think about your children. Think about your future. What I'm saying today is not because of me. It's because of those that are coming behind me. Because my days is already finished. I can only help to. Our people says, "Anwụ aka gị na-egbu dimkpa, akawakwa na anụ gị na-egbu dimkpa, na-egbu nwata." You know, if you see evil, you doesn't say it. It kills a man. And when you see evil and try to advise the children, if they don't listen, they will go down with it. It's time to say no to those old cargoes, old ideologies. The whole world are embracing new technology today. The whole thing, what will you advise Buhari to understand the benefit that is in new technology today? If you tell Buhari anything about let's say, let me use this one, microbiology or microtechnology, what will Buhari understand? How many years will it take you to advise Buhari the benefit that is in this thing? But Jonathan is in power and these things are coming out. He knows how it started and knows the benefit those things will yield in Nigeria. Nigeria is embracing technology today. If Buhari enter, there are things he will see that is unnecessary. And that thing is the most important thing that Nigeria need to grow tomorrow. Let's join hands together. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, every tribe in Nigeria, almost 400 and something tribes in Nigeria. Stop tribalism, unite, allow a foreign man to rule Lagos State, allow another tribe to rule Igbo land, allow a different tribe to rule Hausa land. Let us be one brother. Let us stop dividing ourselves because of the old ideology that our forefathers used and harm themselves. It's our time now to say no to those ideas. Let's give it a try. Let's start afresh. Yes, Igbo man betrayed Hausa before. Hausa betrayed Igbo. Yoruba betrayed Nigeria. This one betrayed the other one. If you keep on holding grip on those old things, it will not allow you to move forward. It will keep on drawing you back. And the alien will pack those files, boom, seal it. drop it aside and start afresh as a new virgin country. Things will be able to work better for us. Thank you and remain blessed, and God bless you, and God bless the great country of Nigeria. And never forget that Jonathan is the key. God bless you. Bye bye. See you. I love you all.